to Jeff Decaro.
Thank you. Hey, guys. I'm aware of the unibrow. You guys don't have to, every time somebody meets them, hey, you gotta, I'm aware of it. I do my best with it. I was at the mall, and I was walking through in one of the eyebrow threading places, had a monitor up, and it was a video of them doing the eyebrow threading, and I just got transfixed, like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I'm gonna do this. And then I look down, and all the employees are pressed against the window, waving me in. I'm like, no thanks, I'm just browsing. I was preparing for the set a few nights ago at a bar, and I was doing this joke, and the bartender just yelled, while I'm talking about the eyebrow threading thing, the bartender just yells, "You need it!" Great, lady, I just said no, I'm aware. Right? You guys are aware that the election is starting, right? I don't know if I'm not going to get too like serious about it, but like, are we all pro-Bernie? Is it a Bernie thing? Somewhere? Okay. I'll say this, before we as a nation decide to put Bernie in office, I think we should just all watch him eat a Caesar salad. I've never seen him eat a salad, but with that mouth I know exactly what it's going to look like, you know what I mean? That motherfucker's got salad dressing mouth. The 1%. Next time you watch him in the debates, you're going to just picture salad dressing all around his mouth, I promise. I just ruined it for you, so you're welcome. Guys, I want to be a comedian, and I want to write for comedy and movies and stuff. The only thing that I've written for television is a commercial for Oxycontin. Don't know why, it doesn't need one. It sells itself. You guys didn't see the commercial because they didn't air it. Because they never actually hired me to write it. I just wrote it for free. I wrote a spec commercial for Oxycontin. I wrote a slogan and everything. Oxycontin. This'll get the grandkids to visit. I just like to come up with fun business ideas and slogans and stuff. You know, I had another business idea. I'm trying it out. It seems to be that guys like it more than girls. Tell me what you think. Redbox, but for fleshlights. It's good business. Guys, I wrote a slogan and everything. Redbox for fleshlights. Why pay full price when you're only going to fill up half of it? The rest of the comics are back there in the green room. The whole place smells like burps and farts. Redbox for fleshlights is a good business idea. I just need seed money. Fleshlights, lately fleshlights make me think of, my grandma had this doorstop that was just like a spring with a knob on it. Do you guys remember those doorstops that my grandma had? Fleshlights make me think of those because I always thought that if I ever get a fleshlight, I would decorate the outside of it like a Bud Light tall boy. And then just fuck it while I drive down the street. Just to fuck with cops, right? Because the cop pulls me over and he's like, "Have you been drinking, son?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Well, what's that?" And he points down at my lap and he sees what he thinks is a tall boy on my lap. He's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "That's nothing, don't worry about it." He goes to pull it off because he's standing outside of the car at the angle. My dick should do that doorstop thing. Yeah, I'm from Munson. It's a small kind of hillbilly country town. I have chickens at home. I want to be a homesteader. What's that? How did I find out my chickens were Muslim? Well, it's an interesting story. They keep saying Allah Akbar to each other just all day. They just say it in a weird cadence. It's just all day. I'm like, you know, I consider myself woke, so I'm cool with it. I don't care. Plus, what are the chances they're going to be radical Islamist terrorist chickens, right? Very little chances. But they, you know, the chickens taught me that I'm not as woke as I thought I was, because it's like, I didn't realize it was getting to me. And one day I saw an egg was left unattended. Started freaking out. I called Homeland Security. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say shame on you guys for that one, because I do this joke and I make the fun chicken noises and we all laugh and we have a good time, and then I talk about calling Homeland Security on my chickens and everybody gets tight, like, oh. Like, that's the part that I'm serious about. It's a joke. I did not call Homeland Security on my chickens. It's a joke. I don't even have chickens. It's stupid. Do we have couples in the audience? No couples? I'm not going to pick on anybody. I know that people get like nervous about that kind of thing. Just pro tip for the dudes: don't microwave your socks. No. But if you do, don't tell your chick about it, because I fucked up. Oh my god. I'll tell you what happened. It was a cold December morning, and we don't have a washer dryer. We rent, and I'm like, because my favorite thing is socks out of the dryer. You know what I mean? It's the best. In a cold winter morning, hot warm socks, best thing. We don't have a dryer. I'm like, I'm gonna microwave them. So I put them in for a minute, took them out after 45 seconds because I was nuts, you know? It was perfect. It was like the exact, like, fresh out of the dryer, you know, and I'm like, this is it. And then I made the mistake of telling my girlfriend about it, and I'm like, you're not gonna believe it, I'm brilliant. We're people who microwave our socks. This is what we're gonna do. She starts looking at me like my face is bleeding. I'm like, oh, is this gross? She's like, yeah, it's fucking gross. You didn't really microwave your socks, did you? I'm like, oh, I'm just kidding. She's like, let's change the subject. I'm like, thank God. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, microwave for the bedroom. I got some good news. I've been trying to like learn more about myself, who I am. I'm doing the Ancestry.com, 23andMe, learned all about myself, my ancestors. Good news, found out my ancestors did not own slaves. That's what we whites call breathing easy. That is a perfect social credit score on the ancestors. That's a 750. No slaves. My ancestors, this is true, they were the first woke PCers. They didn't have slaves, they were super woke. They did have what they called grumpy volunteers. I'm going to look into that. I'm kidding, guys, I'm kidding. I did not send my DNA into a corporation. But then I would not recommend anybody do that. Don't send your DNA into a corporation. I shouldn't have to tell you this. What's the best that's going to happen? Here, jizz into this envelope. I'll tell you about your grandparents. Fuck you. Heard that before, fell for that before. I'm not falling for it again. Guys, I got clapped at in real life. Do you ever think the thing online where they go, you do not get to speak on this, with the emojis in between? Somebody did that to me in person in real life. And I mean, they were right. I was talking about how childbirth can't be that painful. But I thought really quick, and like, what can I speak on? I can speak on all of my humiliating secrets. I can speak on that all I want. I did not get laid till I was 20. You do not get to speak on this. I had pink eye all of sophomore year. I used to think the moon controlled women's periods. Until recently. Until very recently. Trump was in office. Science now knows the moon has, I'm gonna stop clapping. Science now knows the moon has nothing to do with it. It's just a matter of what bears are nearby and how often the woman has lied that month.